my sister's newborn because I'm still grieving the baby I lost. Now that is a title. I, 22 female, had a miscarriage 5 months ago at 19 weeks. It was devastating and I'm still in therapy trying to deal with the grief. My older sister, 27 female, just had her first baby 2 weeks ago. She asked me to come over and help watch the baby for a few hours while she gets some sleep. I said no. I told her I'm not emotionally ready to be around a newborn, especially not alone. The smell, the sounds, it's just too triggering right now. She told me I'm being selfish. Okay, now that's crazy. And said her mental health matters too. That if I love her, I should want to help. That's gaslighting right there. Our mom is siding with her, saying this could be healing for me. But honestly, it feels like everyone is just pressuring me before I'm ready. Now my sister isn't speaking to me and says I let her down when she needed me the most. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for putting my grief first? No, you're not. My opinion, I think that she's so valid for this because grief takes a long time for a lot of people. It could take months, it could take years. They could be saying they're done grieving, but actually they're just putting it off to the back of their mind. So I'm just like, there's so many psychological things that I'm thinking about. First of all, she had her miscarriage 5 months ago, so her body is still healing. I don't want to nerd out, but no, like, good for her for putting her boundaries. Let's look at the comments. One of the person said, yes, grief has no time limit. A good sister would not hurry OP, but let her know when she's ready. She can come and see the baby. I just don't like that the sister said her mental health matters too. Garden Gnome said, if your mom has so many opinions, nothing's stopping her from helping your sister. Period. None of this is your responsibility, and I don't know what makes your sister think that her needs are more important than yours, especially to you. Sounds like the selfish one is her. I agree. No one has the right to expect child care from anyone who is not the parent of the child. You make the kid, you're obligated to take care of them, no one else. That's so true. That is 100% true. And the fact that they're gaslighting her is insane. It's crazy. Let's stick around for more. Am I the asshole for taking money from 5th graders? Again, to make this whole situation make sense, it needs a little context. Yeah, it does. My little sister has her 5th grade graduation next Friday and threw a little graduation sleepover with her friends. I didn't want to be in the middle of that, so I made sure to crash at my friend's place for the night. All I told my little sister was to have fun and tell her friends not to wander into my room, and she didn't seem to have a problem with that. I got back from my friend's house this morning to find my room trashed, specifically my makeup. Ooh. I graduated high school on Tuesday, and my extended family asked me to compile a list of things I wanted. Most of the things I needed for college I already have, so I asked for some nice makeup. Almost all of my high-end beauty products have been mixed. Think concealer dumped and mixed into blush, bronzer scraped out of the pan, skin tint squeezed all over my chair. I have been collecting makeup since 8th grade and carefully budgeting and alluding money toward makeup from lifeguarding, babysitting, and my Etsy jewelry shop. The makeup they trash was worth over $1,000. Keep in mind, this was before I even opened my closet. I later found out someone brought a tie-dye kit from, and they all used my new summer clothes from Hollister, Brandy Melville, PacSun, etc. There goes another 600. My parents were furious, especially my mom, and they sent all the girls' parents a note. We'll get back to that, but I have an opinion. It explained how they had all damaged my makeup and clothes and were expected to collectively come up with $1,600 so I could repurchase the items myself or divide up the items that had been destroyed and buy replacement. The girls' parents all apparently equally upset and are making the four of them cough up $400. They all had been messaging me from their iPads. That's funny. Telling me that all the allowance / pocket money they had saved up will be gone. One even said that I wasn't being Sigma. The middle finger emoji. I feel bad about taking little kids' money, but I also want the things they trash to be replaced, so am I the asshole? First of all, where were your parents when this was all happening? Because also, don't you have I know not a lot of people have locks in the room, but if you did have a lock in your room, I think that you should have locked your room. But that's crazy. I think that you are not the a-hole for taking their money, because they shouldn't be touching your stuff in the first place. And also, that's not their place, that's your house, so it's only right for you to be able to even, good for your parents for sending that letter or whatever, but I think it's just funny that they're all messaging you from their iPad. It's not that funny, but to me it's funny. Oh my gosh, this is funny. Okay. I just saw a post that's very, very interesting, so I'm gonna read it. Okay. This person, oh my god, am I the asshole for not wanting my daughter? I, 27 female, just had a daughter with my fiance, 30 male, and she's 2 weeks old. She's definitely going through postpartum. We've been together for 8 years and engaged for about 1.5 years. We also have a 5-year-old. Seems like a lot is going on. Initially, when I found out I was pregnant, let me just do the math. So she was 22 when she had her first kid, and he was 25. Okay. Initially, when I found out I was pregnant, it was a surprise because I had been taking birth control. But a lot of people get pregnant when they take birth control either way. I didn't plan on having any other kids, and honestly, I wanted to be one and done. He reassured me it would be fine, and I told my family, and they were really excited about it. In a way, I feel like I got pressured into keeping the baby because I really didn't want to, but everyone kept saying it was a blessing and unexpected things are meant to be. I decided to go through with the pregnancy. I think she should have voiced it out, because that's her own body, and I think that's something that they needed to talk about as a couple, because shouldn't you know when this person wants to have kids, how many kids they want, and they should respect each other's boundaries. And if they do decide to change their mind and they want to have more than they initially did want to do, then that's totally okay. When I was 38 weeks pregnant, I found out that my fiance took a turn. I took a turn already. Damn! When I was 38 weeks pregnant, I found out that my fiance had been cheating on me for the past 2 years, and obviously didn't tell me. By that time, it was too late to terminate. many things already. It was embarrassing because we already had a baby shower. All my family, friends, and coworkers, etc., knew we were expecting, and I didn't know what to do. I wouldn't have gotten engaged and went through with a pregnancy if I knew that beforehand. I was furious, and all he could offer me was a sorry. I feel like this was extremely unfair to me, and now I'm stuck with something I never wanted. She's definitely going through some stuff, and hopefully, I feel bad for the baby. Okay, I feel bad for her too, but I tried talking to my friends and family about it, and they think I'm an asshole for not wanting my baby anymore. I don't think you're an asshole. I think you're just going through it. Postpartum depression for sure. And so, girl, she just found out she got cheated on for 2 years. So how can you not expect someone to feel that way, especially with her hormones fluctuating so much during pregnancy? You can't invalidate someone's feelings. It's just built up emotions, and if it's not, damn, they won't talk to me about it anymore because they think it makes me a bad person. I might be an asshole because it's not my daughter's fault. I'll clarify that her dad doesn't have an issue taking her, but the problem lies with everyone else's judgment. She was very much wanted by my family. That's the thing. They want her, but then when it comes to like taking care of her, they probably don't want to. There's a line between that. She was very much wanted by my family. They spent thousands on a baby shower and gifts, and they think I'm a huge asshole for wanting to give her up. They're worried they won't see her again, and they're very upset about it. Person replied, I would get checked for postpartum depression. No, for real, 100%. Yeah, because it's very traumatizing to find out you're getting cheated on by your baby daddy. Like, what? Okay, one more. Let's see. Am I the asshole for not waking my boyfriend up and letting him miss his interview? First of all, yes. I, 28 female, live with my boyfriend, 30 male, and we've been together for almost 3 years. He's been out of work for about 6 months now after quitting his last job. I've been handling most of the bills during this time, and while I've tried to be supportive, it's definitely been stressful. So, why didn't you wake him up? People like this. A few days ago, he had a job interview scheduled at 10 a.m. I reminded him the night before, and he told me he already set his alarm. Okay. I left for work around 8 a.m. like usual. He was still asleep, but I didn't think much of it since he said he had it under control. Honestly, he's a freaking adult, so he should have woken up. But I didn't think much of it since he had said he had it under control. Turns out he overslept and completely missed the interview. He was really upset and blamed me for not waking up. Okay. I think that he's the a-hole for blaming you because if you've been handling most of the bills and he expects you to wake him up when he said that he's already got it handled because he put the alarm already. He's the asshole. He said I should have made sure he was up, and now he's barely speaking to me. Girl, kick him out. I'm just kidding. He even told his mom. He's a mama's boy. Who texted me saying I should have helped him out because this could have been a big opportunity. I didn't mean to let him fail. I just figured he was handling it like he said he would. Now I'm wondering, you should have stepped in. Stepped in for what? Wake him up like you're his mom. The only thing, okay, this is what someone said. his own fault for missing the interview. No, for real. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Okay. I know I said last time this is gonna be the last one, but I want to read one more. One more. Am I the asshole? I want to sleep in the bedroom, but husband wants me to sleep with the baby, which is 1.5 months old, in the living room so he can rest. Girl, the living room. You should be sleeping in the room, and your husband should be in the living room instead. I don't even have to answer or read the freaking post. Okay. We have a 1.5-month-old baby. I'm exclusively breastfeeding on maternity leave, working part-time, and my partner works full-time and is the breadwinner. For the first few weeks, I slept in the living room. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Whatever. For the first few weeks, I slept in the living room so he could get full nights of rest and be more helpful during the day. Now that the baby only wakes up twice a night, I moved back to the bedroom. I still do all the night care, feeding, changing, burping. He makes noises and cries, but that's normal. That's what a baby does, which disturbs his sleep. First of all, you guys collectively decided to have a freaking baby. Did you not read what babies do? What infants do? Oh my god. This is pissing me off. My god. Okay. He told me he can't rest properly if we share the room and it affects his ability to work. I get that his job requires focus, but I kind of thought he could manage with a little less sleep, at least occasionally. Am I the asshole for feeling like he should be able to push through some sleep deprivation too? I think the best solution is for him to sleep in the living room. No, for real. And everyone's saying, he should have been in the living room. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, having a baby is not a one-person thing. If you decide collectively to have a baby, you should take turns. Okay. I think that's it. I got pretty riled up reading those, and I might read more. But you guys, I hope you enjoy me raging, and being chaotic for once. And I don't know if this is gonna be really relaxing, but I hope that the reading was. And now you've seen a different side of me where